Hello everyone, my name is Gabby and today is day 6 of BOOKTUBEATHON. We're almost at the end stretch and I've had so much fun this week with all the reading challenges and video challenges and just setting aside time for BookTube. It's been so much fun and I'm really excited to bring you my day 6 video challenge. Today's challenge is called Minute of Names, and pretty much how this challenge works is that you get 2 minutes to find a stack of books that will spell out the letters in your name. And so for this challenge I am going to try to spell out my full name, which is Gabrielle, G-A-B-R-I-E-L-L-E, and then with any time left I'm going to try to spell out my nickname, which is Gabby, G-A-B-B-Y, which is what I named this channel after. Obviously, just because so many people mess up my first name, I go by Gabby just because it's easier. So I'm going to try to spell out both in 2 minutes, and you're basically trying to spell out your name as fast as you possibly can, as many times as possible within the 2 minutes. I'm really excited to get to do this. I may be running off screen to go to some of my other bookshelves on the other end of the room to grab books if I find a letter that fits and I can't find them on the shelf here. So just wanted to make you aware of that. I'm excited to dive in, a little bit nervous because I always get really anxious before I do these types of things because I want to do them so well and I want to complete them, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I've also had a lot of coffee, so I'm feeling very jumpy. With all that in mind, we're gonna dive into the challenge. So I have 2 minutes on the clock, ready, and go. To get my full name, but not my nickname. I was surprised by how hard that was. I pretty much just sort of crashed towards the end because I was trying to look for books and it just like wasn't happening because I was starting to get really overwhelmed. But I'm glad I was able to get my full name because I think that would be harder than my nickname. So I'm gonna show you the books that I chose. So for G, I picked Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. A, I chose Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. For B, I chose The Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Rees Brennan, and Maureen Johnson, and I'm ignoring the and just using the B for Bane Chronicles. For R, I picked Replica by Lauren Oliver. For I picked In the Afterlight by Alexandra Bracken. For E, I picked Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. For the double L's, I picked Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. And for the final E, I picked Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. Then I did get a partial part of my nickname. I got Gab, so I just was missing the other B and the Y, so I got pretty close. So for the G, I picked The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, ignoring the in the title and just going straight with Gentleman's. So that's a little bit of a cheat, but still, it counts. And then for the A, I grabbed Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Then for the B, I picked Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, and this does have a B in it. It's just here and not the first letter in the title, and that's because I was looking at my bookshelves and I realized that I do not have a single book that starts with B. There's either a the in front of it or the B is like in the middle of the title. I don't have a single book that starts with the letter B, and that just really surprised me because I wasn't expecting that at all. So I had to cheat here and use Me Before You and not use B as the first letter in the title, but somewhere in the middle. So I was surprised by how hard that challenge was. I thought it was going to be a lot easier, but then time just started to crunch and I just flipped a little bit. That was a lot of fun. The only thing that I'm kind of frustrated by is that I just reorganized my bookshelves and now I'm going to have to put them all back together. But for the most part, that was a lot of fun. So I'm glad that I got to do that challenge just because I think it was something a little bit exciting and something a little bit different than some of the past challenges this week. So now to talk about my reading progress. I have about 100 pages left of Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken, and I'm getting so close to the end of the book and I'm enjoying it so much. I think the great thing about reading dystopian novels is that after you read so many of them, you start to get set in the format of the way that a dystopian novel works and getting into the corrupt government and sort of figuring out when certain things are going to go down and when you're just really going to be anticipating stuff, and it's just a lot of fun to read, and things are getting really crazy right now and I'm really scared, but I'm I'm excited to get to start the third book today and then hopefully get to finish it off tomorrow, but if not, finish it off sometime by the end of the month or finish it off in the beginning of August. But so far I'm really enjoying the trilogy and I'm really glad that I got to pick it up because of BOOKTUBEATHON. So now I'm going to roll the one clip that I have from last night. Hello everyone. It is about 2 in the morning, day 6 of BOOKTUBEATHON, and I am about 19 chapters in to Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken, which is the second book in the Darkest Minds trilogy. I'm not sure how many pages I have left. I am about 300 pages in, so I think I have about 200 pages left, and I want to finish the book, but I don't think I'm going to be staying up any later because this is the second night in a row that I've stayed up late reading, and I need to get some sleep, and I feel like this is what BOOKTUBEATHON is doing to me. I'm just not sleeping, and I feel like I'm just very off because I feel so stressed to read and film video challenges, and I was never this stressed before last year, and I don't know why it's becoming such a big deal this year. I'm really enjoying Never Fade so far. It's getting very interesting, and I remember that when I filmed my May wrap-up, when I read the first book in the Darkest Minds trilogy, that I really didn't say much because I knew that there was a lot of you that were watching my video that had already finished the trilogy a while back and just knew all the horrible things that were going to happen and were just silently laughing at me because I was not prepared. This is a trilogy that I have not been spoiled for and do not want to be spoiled for anytime soon because I'm getting really into it and I'm really scared about what's going to happen, and I'm enjoying it so far. I'm interested to find out what happens. Hopefully I'll be finishing it tomorrow, and then I'm probably going to start the final book, but I'm not going to probably finish it by the time the BOOKTUBEATHON comes to a close, but that's completely and entirely okay because I'm just enjoying getting to finish the trilogy and getting to be able to read the last 2 books because I was planning on reading them like in June and I just never got around to it, and I think a lot of that was because of my book slump, and now here I am at the end of July finally picking them up right as the summer is about to come to a close. So I just don't know what my problem is at all, why I didn't read these sooner, because I am really enjoying them. I think that I'm on track as of right now for my reading progress, and I'm happy with my reading progress for BOOKTUBEATHON so far, and I'm happy with all the books that I've read, and I think that I had good picks this year, and I especially like that for BOOKTUBEATHON I've picked a book every single year that's been a monumental book that everyone has read and really loved that I haven't read yet and gotten to pick up. So last year, my first year, I read Harry Potter, which is a book series that everybody loves, and this year I got to read Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is, I know, a book that everyone really loves, and I haven't gotten to watch the movie yet, although I said I was going to watch it this weekend. I probably won't. I'm probably going to watch it next week, and I'm excited to get to do that when I don't feel so stressed out with BOOKTUBEATHON and all the video challenges and everything. That's pretty much just a sort of like reading update, sort of like life update. It's going on 2 in the morning, as I said before, and I'm exhausted. I said that yesterday when it was 4:30 in the morning and I finished City of Bones, so I'm not going to do this to myself again, and I'm going to sleep. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow with my video challenge. Goodbye! So that about wraps everything up for day 6 of BOOKTUBEATHON. I can't believe that tomorrow is the last day because I've been having so much fun this week. If you guys want to comment down below maybe what your favorite video challenge was so far, the book you've read so far this week, let me know. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with the final day of BOOKTUBEATHON. Goodbye!